The budget bill to fund the government has passed the House and now heads to the Senate as Democrats continue to threaten a government shutdown to stop the Trump agenda. Congresswoman from New York, Claudia Tenney, joins me now. Congresswoman, look, it's all well and good that you passed this. Congratulations to the House. But do you see this bill getting the 8 Democrat senators it needs to pass, with Rand Paul already saying he's a no?
We'll see. This is all up to the negotiation process and how much President Trump can influence the people in the Senate. I think he's got a strong megaphone right now with what's going on in the House and what is happening across the country, where people really are understanding that if we lose these Trump tax cuts, for example, there will be a huge increase in massive taxes for Americans. So we've got to get the budget done and move on to Trump's agenda. All the savings and things that we're seeing from Elon Musk's Doge project will not be come to fruition if we don't get past R-N.Y or budget 25 and get to the budget for 26. So these are all critically important, and I think the Senate realizes that. But I'm sure it's not going to be an easy process. I'm sure there's going to be some back and forth. But we do have a few more days before a potential government shutdown.
We have until Friday, the 14th, so we will be watching.
Yes.
Meantime, it's coming. It's less than 48 hours. Michigan Senator Elissa Slotkin facing backlash for comments she made about the brains of Trump voters. Where else but on The View? Listen to this.
We're about to turn 250 years old, right? We're still pretty young for a country. These are our like our angry teenage years, right? We are going through this push and pull where we're happy, we're sad, we want this, we want that. And what do you do when you have a teenager who's threatening themselves and others? You just try to get them through this period alive so that their brain can fully form and you can come back to kind of what a country.
Talking about Trump?
No, I'm talking about our country.
So we got deplorables, we got garbage, and now we literally have stupid teenagers. The Democrats sure have a unique way of trying to win over voters, don't they, Congresswoman?
Well, yeah, this is colossal arrogance expressed by her, which I'm surprised by, because she won a very narrow margin or tough race in Michigan. And look, the people are looking for everything that they've asked for cuts. Presidents, including Democrat presidents in the past, have made cuts to government. We've had to lower taxes. President Reagan lowered taxes. We've had to try to come up with ways to find solutions, especially facing the threats that we face. The Democrats' colossally bad policies, the Green New Deal type policies that came in through the so-called Inflation Reduction Act, which, by the way, remember the Democrats described that as the biggest green bill that's ever been passed, even though it was supposed to be reduce inflation. It didn't. It increased inflation by a total of over $1 trillion in some estimates. So, now the American people want results, and President Trump promised results, and on day one, and it's hard to believe it's only been 6 or 7 weeks, but so much is getting accomplished, so much is done. Look at the border. The Americans, that was the #1 issue in my district. I have a border district, of course, but look at the border. The border crossings are down from $160,000, $70,000, $80,000 a month in the month of February for every preceding February to $8,000 just because President Trump's in office. That's the kind of results the American people are looking for. And what does that do? That helps Americans save money. We're spending billions, hundreds of billions of dollars in illegal immigrants for every amenity that they get over our veterans and our people who are truly needy. And what are we getting for it? So the border is critically important. Cutting taxes, unleashing American energy. Trump is on the path to doing that. It just, it's a tough road to change habits. So I think the Democrats are really the people that are acting like teenagers, screaming and carrying on. You saw the horrible situation that with Representative Al Green, who shook his cane. By the way, a person with a cane, why are they shaking it in the air? They don't really need a cane. But he was shaking his cane in the air. They held up these little signs that were mocking Americans, mocking the Republicans, showing no interest in actually working with us on the agenda that the American people voted for. And I think that those are the people truly acting like unruly teenagers.
I just can't imagine the Democrats keep thinking this calling out the American people is a great idea. I mean, it hasn't worked in any election so far, yet they keep doing it. It must be because they actually believe it. Meantime, your colleague's just introducing a bill to prevent China from controlling America's food supply chain. China controls over 90% of the vitamins used in animal food, including C and B6. How vital is a bill like this to not only our food supply, but also national security? About 30 seconds to you, Congresswoman.
Absolutely. This is a great bill by my Representative Ashley Hinson, a tremendous representative from Iowa. Really important we bring our supply chains back in every way that we can. I have a bill called the Pills Act, actually, which does a similar thing. Brings our supply chains back. Vital vitamins and also medicines that we make should be made in this country with all of the provisions that we have, the labor standards, the FDA, all the standards we have to make these things excellent, safe for American citizens. We aren't getting that kind of oversight and security when they're produced in places like China.
Right. And it creates a situation where if they want to turn the screws on us, they can, and that puts us in a horrible situation when it comes to negotiating. Congresswoman Claudia Tenney, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.